Hello, and welcome to Mindset Monday. So, today we're going to be talking about relationships, and I want to go over just a couple things to make your relationships better, whether that's going to be your partner or a friend or a family member. There are two ways to really have a deeper connection and have a more loving connection with anybody. So, the first thing that I want to go over, and I'll make this brief as possible, but it's so good. So, make sure that you pay attention. The first thing is drop all expectations of them needing to love you. So, one of the biggest struggles comes from the expectation of our partner, our friend, our family to make us happy. We want other people to make us happy. We want them to make us feel loved. We want them to make us feel secure. We want them to make us feel attractive. And these are all of these emotions that we have that we want other people to have control over. And we really, the thing is, there's nobody that can make you happy except yourself. And when we recognize and we pull back our control and we take back our power because we don't want other people to have power over us and our happiness, we take it back, then we realize that it's our job to make ourselves happy and we can just drop all expectations of other people. And that, my friends, is amazing. It's an amazing feeling. And I want you to look at it in two different ways. One, it's like imagine if your only expectation in a relationship was that the other person be exactly how they're going to be, do whatever they want to do, and say however the things that they want to say, have their personality, right? And you just love them. Like that's your only thing is just to love them. That's your sole purpose in this relationship is just to love them. Now, I want you, if you're like, oh my God, how can I do that? I want you to imagine this in reverse. What if their expectation was you to be however you wanted to be, whoever you wanted to be, your personality, big or small, and they just loved you? I think that that would feel amazing, right? And most of us want that. So why wouldn't we give it, right? Why wouldn't we be that example of what we want in a relationship and who we want to be in a relationship? Like, how do you want to show up? Do you want to show up as somebody with expectations on their love, or do you want to show up unconditionally loving the person no matter what? And I think that it's funny because the more unconditional love that we get, the more unconditional love it seems that we receive. And the more love that you give, the more you're filling your body with love. Like, who doesn't want that? You're just going to feel more love. That's the byproduct of loving more is just feeling more love. And so it's really a win-win here, okay? So that is step 1. We don't have expectations for others. We don't allow them to dictate our feelings. We understand that we control our emotions and our feelings, and we can just love the person unconditionally, however they are, and that's okay. So yeah, when you drop the unrealistic expectations, resentment disappears. And ironically, the more love that you give freely, the more love that you receive in return, is what I wrote down. And that is, yeah, that's amazing. So that's number 1. Number 2 is to train your brain to see the good. And I think this is so important because think about the talks that you have with your girlfriends or family members. Or partner about people in your life. And usually, what seems to happen, and unfortunately, it seems more often than not, and I understand it's just kind of like we're venting to people, right? And we usually vent about the most annoying things that our partners do. We vent about the most annoying things our family does. But by venting about these things and by constantly talking about the bad things, not only do we have people that now have a bias, because if they don't really interact with that person, know that person's story, they have a bias of who that person is from what you're telling them. And then also, we're just reaffirming all of those negative things, right? We might be venting, but we're just like saying, yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, that's annoying in our heads instead of really looking at all of the good. So your brain always wants evidence, right? That's just how it works. So ask yourself, am I collecting proof of what annoys me with friend, insert friend, family, partner? Or am I actively searching for what I love about them? And here is your homework for the week. I want you to write down and brainstorm three things that you love about somebody that you're trying to work on cultivating a deeper relationship. So friend, family, partner. So write down and brainstorm three things that you really love about this person, whether it's their humor, um, maybe it's their some quirk that they have, or maybe it's their kindness that they show, or maybe it's just like these little acts of appreciation for you. Maybe they give you a back massage or a foot massage when you've been on your feet all day and you don't ask for it. They just do that because they know. Whatever it is that really makes you like, oh my God, I love this person. This is so sweet. And think about those things throughout the week and really try to continuously have these thoughts that are reinforcing the positive in them and reinforcing the love that you have for them throughout your whole week. So when you're talking to them, when maybe you're not talking to them, you're thinking about all of these things that light you up about them, that really make you appreciate them, or that you just see and you're just like, wow, that's so amazing that person is like that. What a wonderful person, right? So I want you to do this. I want you to think about this when you're maybe in an upset or you're irritated with something that they did. Go back to this. Think about all of those things. Always redirect your mind back to this. You're looking, you're searching for the evidence. You're finding the evidence of the good stuff, not the bad stuff. And you're actively making sure your brain is remembering that throughout the week. And you're going to do this for a whole week, and you're going to unconditionally love them no matter what for a whole week, and just see how your relationship is at the end of that week. Notice how much more love you feel. Notice how much maybe lighter it feels in your relationship. Notice how maybe their interactions with you change. Maybe they're showing more love to you. Maybe they're communicating differently. Maybe they're not so angry. You know, who knows? Do it for a week. And if you enjoy it, and if you were like, wow, that was really amazing, continue on, my friend. Like, feel free to continue this practice. This is an amazing practice. I constantly try to remember this practice all the time with all of my friends, family, and partner. And I absolutely love it. I do think it changes your relationship with people. I know it firsthand that it does. And I just think that this is, I mean, what if the byproduct is feeling more love? Why wouldn't you try it? Like, what is stopping you from trying it? Because it's amazing, right? Feeling more love is amazing. It's a win-win. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope you do the practice. If you do, please leave me a comment or let me know how it went for you. And I will catch you in the next video.